How dare women think that they can be anything? How dare they think that they can be more than what they are supposed to be? That is wives and mothers. How dare they take up space? How dare they think they can be anything more than what is expected of them? I mean, how dare women? How dare they?
Your mouth is moving a lot like a rat. Yappa, 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 yappa. Shut it, please. Thank you, Shani.
These are some of the questions that people ask women directly or indirectly, but we hear them, we see them through their stares, we see those kind of questions. How dare you? Through their words, we hear it, and through their actions, we listen to them say these questions every day. How dare you, as a woman, take up space? Hi, guys, welcome to another episode of my YouTube channel. Please like, subscribe, and share this video. For my new subscribers, this channel is simply women telling inspiring stories of other women to inspire you to make a change in your community. Today's story is going to be one of grit, civic engagement, love for country, and determination. And I hope this story is going to inspire you today. Join me on this journey. The inspiring women focus of the week is Susanna Madura Salter, born in 1887 in the United States. So a little backstory before we go into the story. As at 1887, women were not allowed to vote. Women were not allowed to take up public spaces. Susanna was just born into a family where they valued education and community engagement. So one way or the other, Susanna picked up an interest in maybe leadership, you say so. So that is her background, right? But remember that in 1887, women were not allowed to vote, neither were they allowed to take up public space. So this is where the story gets interesting. So there was this Christian women movement called the Women's Christian Temperament Union, meeting of Christian women that speak up for women or move for the temperance of women. They speak about how communities should treat women better. Susanna grew up and she got married to a local merchant. And from what she saw in her family, she kind of started replicating them back in her family. She was involved in the community and she continued, in one way or the other, her leadership roles in that union. So in the spring of 1887, this group of pranksters that called themselves the Prohibition Party, as a way of just catching crews or catching fun, like we say in Nigeria, they decided to write Susanna Salter's name as a candidate for the mayoral election. So they thought it would be funny to put a woman's name in the ballot for the mayoral candidate in the United States. So to them, it was a prank. It was something that they would laugh about and be like, oh, you think you could win and all that. Susanna saw her name. She was surprised. Yes, women had no right to vote then. But then she didn't just give up and be like, these people are just making fun out of the situation. What did she do? Susanna campaigned. She literally started campaigning in good grace. She campaigned, and then it was the day of the election. And when the votes were counted, you would not believe it. You literally not believe that Susanna Salter won and was declared the mayor of United States. It shocked you. It shocked me too. Like, the story is so funny. Like, how do you want to prank someone and end up being the pranked? Susanna's victory marked a historic victory for women in the United States and women all over the world because it gave us the morale to start pursuing more things. In as much as Susanna was not even allowed to, do as much as a normal mayor would do, it was the beginning of something great for Susanna, for women, and for women all over the world. So Susanna was like a beacon of hope. What she did sparked a movement in the hearts of women to want more. And today, here we are, almost 30, 40, 50 years later, we're enjoying some of the fight or the benefits of Susanna Salter. So at the end of the day, what does this teach us? Girls, 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 aim high. Aim high. There are going to be people like the pranksters and the prohibitionist causes that are going to tell us we cannot take up space, that are going to tell us, who are you to take up spaces? Who are you to be anything more than is expected of you? Who are you to be anything more than a wife or a mother? Who are you to take up spaces? But what we're going to say is no, no, no. We're going to take up spaces. It doesn't matter how long it takes us. we're going to take up spaces, our voices are going to be heard. So one thing I like to say is that regardless of how you see feminism or how you see women's right movement, you're not going to ignore or even to be complacent when it comes to something regarding furthering women's rights. Some women fought for you to be here, so it is important that you too put your voice into the fight to further the cause. So, as it is, the prankster became the pranked, and the stone which the builders rejected became the chief cornerstone. Susanna Salter was everything, and you and I, as ladies, should strive to be a Susanna Salter in our community. I hope this story has inspired you today to want to go out there, break through doors, take up spaces, become more than what people think you can be, and be a non-conformist. You're a woman. It doesn't stop you from being what you want to be. With that, I would like to say till my next episode, be inspired, stay inspiring, and remain blessed. I remain your ever delectable host, Naija Mandela. See you guys.